news. Now we go to Larry with some analysis. Hey there, how are you? How are
Hey,
you?
good morning, Ken. It was a pretty lively debate last night, I thought.
Well,
Perhaps the best one so far.
I was really tired. I mean, I must say I fell asleep a little bit, so I got to count on you to keep me up, get me up to speed on here.
No, it was pretty lively. And actually, Biden,
Uh-huh.
I think, was much stronger than usual. Even though he had a few flubs, you started thinking about, well, there he goes again. But yeah, all in all, they were all pretty good, and it was a
hmm
fairly good exchange. Um,
What happened with him and Cory Booker? Was something about race or something going on? What was that about?
with Biden and
Biden, yeah, yeah.
Cory Booker. I think they were talking about it was about the jailing of the marijuana suspects and all
Right,
that,
right,
where
right.
Biden is softening his position on that now.
Yeah.
But all in all, he did better than I expected him to. Now,
Mhm.
somebody else that I thought came on strong, and she's not being given credit for it. In fact, the Washington Post editorial today spun it the other way that Kamala Harris really won their little dust up that they had. Uh, Kamala Harris
Uh,
was accusing Tulsi Gabbard
Tulsi,
of
yeah.
being on board with Trump and how she was constantly criticizing the Obama administration, all the Democrats. She's on Fox
Right.
News all the time doing that. And then when Trump was elected, she tried to get a meeting with him and all that. And she loves Putin and all that baloney. And actually, I thought it was just the opposite. I thought Gabbard won the exchange because she said she was critical of the Democrats because of their warmongering, their war
hmm
crimes, their
hmm
continuing affiliations with big money interests,
hmm
and when also she was attacked by Harris that. Why would you meet with leaders? She met with Assad, and why would you
Right,
meet with leaders like Assad? And she said
right,
because you have to meet with the
right,
enemy, as Roosevelt did, as Kennedy did, as a lot of
right,
U.S. presidents did. So I
right.
thought Tulsi Gabbard was sharp in that and won the exchange, although the
Uh-huh.
liberal media seems to be spinning it the other way.
Well, what about Buttigieg? I saw a quote where he said something about no one else on the stage wants to invade Mexico. Was
That,
that
that, that was just
any kind?
that's
What
awesome
was that
too.
about?
Another one involving Tulsi Gabbard. She said,
Yeah.
you talk about having the experiences to be commander in chief. He says, here you are, you want U.S. troops sent to Mexico. And he said, I
Yeah.
wasn't talking about an invasion. She says, that's not what I said. I said
Yeah.
you were
Yeah.
talking about sending troops in there, which would have been a crazy thing to do. So they got into exchange there
Yeah.
too. But
But I mean, I read in terms some of the commentary that apparently it was pretty tame, and that it might, if you were Mike Bloomberg or Deval Patrick, you could see an opening, based on what happened last night. What's your sense of
maybe
that?
Patrick.
Uh-huh.
But Bloomberg, you did a report previously to us coming
Earlier,
on the
right?
air about
Yeah.
how Bloomberg has retracted this whole thing about stop and frisk. I think it's pathetic also, as a commentator said, because
Yeah.
he's obviously pandering now. He should
Yeah.
just stick
Yeah.
by his guns and say that was a policy that brought crime down, et cetera, et cetera. Whether it's accurate or not is something else. But I mean, for him to backtrack like that and
Yeah.
apologize, I mean, it was just, it was so obvious what he was
Right.
doing,
Right.
and it
Right.
diminished his stature as a
Uh-huh.
stand-up guy, who
Uh-huh.
sticks to his
Uh-huh.
principles. I mean, this is what these politicians do. Whichever way the wind blows, well, go this direction, that
Yeah.
direction. If it
Yeah.
shifts, yeah, I was really amazed that he was so ill-advised, Bloomberg,
Right.
a
Right.
hard-nosed guy like that he
Right.
would take that kind of advice and I think really make a fool of himself. He's
Yeah.
not going to ingratiate himself to black voters that know, oh, well, I was wrong with that policy.
Exactly.
They know it's just a
Exactly.
hypocritical
Exactly.
apology.
Yeah. Well, how did Bernie do in your view?
I think well, first of all, as you know, I think, Bernie would make a good president. So,
And he looked pretty healthy too, to be
and that's another thing. You
yeah.
don't even think about that bout that he had with the
Yeah.
heart attack and all that. Now, he looks
Right.
great, energetic and all that. I thought he did well. I wish they had given him a little more airtime, though. They didn't really give him that much room to express himself.
Right. Right. All right, sir. Well, thank you, and we'll saddle up for TV this TV today with the hearing.
Yeah,
Here
well,
we go again.
stay awake this time, Ken. So,
I
yeah,
well, I was watching TV all day yesterday, and I just,
I know.
you TV fatigue. All
All
right.
right.
Talk to you
Talk
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.